Skelton Show. With guest star Tony Randall, David Rose and his orchestra, the Burgundy Street Singers, and featuring San Fernando Red. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Skelton.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good. You know what I've been doing? I was back in the dressing room watching one of my old movies. I watch them on the late movies and everything, you know. But, you know, my memory must be pretty bad. I don't ever remember co-starring with Ralph Williams. But I love television. I love television. You know, I have an idea for a television special. You get the champagne music of Lawrence Welk, and the guest stars will be Dean Martin, Phil Harris, and Ed McMahon. Now, the network cleared the idea, but we couldn't get a liquor license. You know what they're doing, though, this season on television? They're putting shows that are practically the same type of shows on at the same time, but on different channels. Now, for instance, there's a special with Liberace and John Wayne, and it's scheduled to go against The Odd Couple. And the soap operas, they're putting them on one right after another. Like today, I saw Lamp Unto My Feet, and it was followed by Brighter Promise. Then Guiding Light, which was followed by A Power Failure. But you know, what you can't beat, though, for continuity is this setup. My Three Sons, can you top this, in the Brady Bunch? You know, my old man used to say to me years ago, he'd say, unless you kids finish your homework, you're not going to watch television. And that was back in 1922, before anybody ever heard of television. But, you know, television is educational. You learn to speak Spanish and things like that. I learned to speak Spanish just by watching a car salesman saying, ¿Se habla español? That's what it said right there. And it ain't going to say that long. But, you know, the movies on television are really great. They're not going to replace the thrill, though, of a theater. I love those damp, smelly places filled with popcorn boxes all over the floor. That's just my home. The movie theaters are worse. And they say that the television cameras don't lie, you know. Whoever said that didn't watch Meet the Press. And it's solid. There's soap operas. These soap operas, they're really something. The subjects that they discuss now on television, they're getting a little something. The other night, I was watching one of these soap operas, and the knobs on my set melted. I remember some of the early stars in television, like Gorgeous George. That is great. Big husky guy with blonde hair, fancy hairdos and stuff. For you young folks that don't remember Gorgeous George, just sort of picture Virginia Graham in a bathing suit. And the big thing in the early days of television was wrestling. Long-haired guys, those funny-looking costumes, the brawling and fights and stuff. They call it campus documentaries now. And the quiz shows they have. You remember the one called $1 a Second? It sounded like a Hollywood dating service. And I miss the fights, though. I miss the fights on television. That slugging and that jabbing. That Democratic convention was really something. Hey, you remember Hopalong Cassidy? He was the guy that wore a black suit. Never kissed a girl. That's why he wore a black suit. He was in mourning for his lips. And you remember the television, those funny little screens they used to have, little tiny screens? Remember Dagmar? Had to buy 2 sets to see her. I remember the first television set I ever had. You know what I did? I went out and sold my car to buy the set. What do you think the first thing I see on television? My old car. And then Milton Berle was the first big star they had in television. And we used to watch him every week, but it got a little expensive because every time my wife would see him, she'd want the same kind of dress he was wearing. And you know who has a wonderful show? It's Ed Sullivan. And Ed is the kindest man in the world. He's so soft-hearted, you know. I've seen him cry when they change tennis balls at a match. Hey, Gertrude and Heathcliff, the two seagulls, they're talking, see. And he says, you know, I love television. I love the late movies. He says, what you like best? He says, well, I love Mrs. Miniver. He says, you love Mrs. Miniver? You like Greer Garson, huh? She says, no, Walter Pigeon. But you know, you have to be kind of careful around people who really enjoy television. Now, television is an art. And some people, the minute their program goes on, nothing else happens in the house. So with that in mind, I'd like to show you a typical old fella who's going to watch his late movie, and when that starts, he takes over. Could I have my hat and my chair, please? Thank you very much. Just like I said, throw it right up.
For years, America's elected leaders have tried to make people like them. They have told jokes, played the piano, and hired advertising men to give them a more appealing image. More and more, the candidate has taken on the look of the entertainer. Tonight, San Fernando Red and Tony Randall show us what might happen if this trend continues as they appear in The Candidate's Director.
Where's the candidate? Where's San Fernando?
He's running a little late. He must have got trapped in that supermarket rally.
Well, he better get here soon if he's going to tape this TV campaign speech.
Relax, will you? He'll be here in a minute. Here he comes now.
There you are, my good woman. And if I were you, I'd build a dam behind that kid.
I'm not the mother of that baby.
You're the father? All right, boys. Where's my new campaign manager? Is he here yet?
He's not here yet.
He's not here yet?
What do you need him for?
Listen, boys, politics has changed nowadays. You can't just campaign in the old ways. You got to get out and give the public the old pizzazz. Now, this guy I've hired's got a lot of whiz to him.
I really don't. You must be the candidate. Well, I tell you what we're going to do now. This is going to be televised, so I'd like to put you on camera and run over your speech just for time and music use. What do you say?
Oh, I don't mind at all.
We want to try to give you a sense of humor if we can.
A sense of humor?
Like you, yeah. We're going to run this through for size right away.
All right, son. Now, anything you want me to do, I'll do.
Take a lot of jokes to make this bimbo funny. All right, let's try it on for size now.
All right, you just tell me what you want me to do there, and I'll be very happy to do it.
The first thing we want you to do is shut up. What we need is eye contact. Look directly into that camera right there.
Oh. Good evening, Americans.
Perfect. I've got one problem. The camera's not on.
Oh, the camera's not on.
Watch the red light.
The red light.
When the red light is on, the camera's on.
Oh, I see.
Try it.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Americans.
What are you looking at?
The red light.
You're looking at the exit sign.
That thing again?
Now, that's the camera.
Yes.
This is the microphone.
Yes.
That is your mouth.
Well, all right, I'll kind of remember that.
Okay, let's try a run through, shall we?
Run through.
Applause, applause, applause.
You sure this is going to work? What's the matter?
You need another hat. You need another hat. Something to make you look a little bit more manly. Props! Props! Yes! 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 Yes!
Who'd I look like, sitting bull or standing pat?
No. We need another joke in here. Where's the joke writer? Where's the gag writer? Bring the gag writer in. Where's
I heard
I'm a
you.
politic.
Hi, you silly savage. I heard you. I was out there. Now, did you say that you wanted a joke? Would you like something?
I think it's here.
Listen, big one. I have some things for you. Do you want something cerebral or physical?
I don't know. He's running this thing. Whatever you think fits right here.
I've got it.
Well, don't get too near me. I don't want it.
No, this is good. This is good. You're going to like this. When I was a kid, we were so poor, we used to sit around at Thanksgiving and watch our father carve a sparrow. That kills me.
Anything I can do to help. What state are you from, boy?
Ohio.
Well, why don't you call your folks and tell them you're coming home?
My folks live in California.
Tell them you'll meet them in Ohio.
Let's move on. Applause, applause, applause,
Zena's
applause, applause. And cue the
I said it before and I say it again. Washington, D.C. audiences are the greatest audiences in the world. And I'd like to thank the people who have helped me with my campaign. First, my campaign manager. My speechwriter. And a guy that I had a lot of fun working with this year, the lieutenant governor. You're not the lieutenant governor? Would you like to be the lieutenant governor? And of course, the regulars, my military advisors. Here they are. Oh, don't you love them? Don't you love them? Only a few generations have been granted the task of defending liberty. Furthermore, I say...
Okay, the big finish!
My fellow countrymen, that's why I say...
Cue the music!
There's no business like show business. Like show the girl, like Ladies and gentlemen, our musical guests, the Burgundy Street Singers.
Rain, is it ever gonna rain again? Lord, rain again. Rain, 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 rain.
First day in August, the last rain was in May.
When the rainmaker came to Kansas in the middle of a dusty day, said the rainmaker to the people, tell me what you are prepared to pay. Said the rainmaker, rainmaker to the people. Now I conjure up a rain today.
Hey, hey, the rainmaker gonna conjure up a rain for the people today.
90 degrees neath the tree where it's shaded, 110 in the hot sun. Heat from the street burns the feet of the ladies. See how they run. Call down the lightning by a mystical name, and the rainmaker called down the thunder, and it suddenly began to rain. And the rainmaker passes half to the people, but the people all turned away. And the rainmaker's eyes and the Kansas skies, well, they both became a darker gray. Rain, 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 rain. Rain, 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 rain. First day in August, the last rain was in May. The rainmaker smiled as he hitched up his wagon, and without a word he rode away. Then the people of the town heard the sound of his laughter, and they knew the rain had come to stay. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Hey, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. The people of the town heard the sound of his laughter, and they knew the rain had come to stay.
The silent spot. Red Skelton as the patient.
especially you ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to be a part of your evening. So until next week, I'll say goodbye for now. Good night, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.